Welcome to From Me to We, where good people become great teams. Small shifts, big wins, and a culture built from the ground up.
Ever notice how the office after a client blow-up feels like a locker room after a bad loss? Quiet, heavy, everyone staring at screens, pretending to work but replaying the mistake in their heads. I'll never forget this one Thursday. Our sales rep had just taken the brunt of a furious client call. The project slipped, something got missed, and the client was fuming. The project manager was scrambling, the team was grinding, but the air in that room felt like shame and finger-pointing waiting to happen. Then the rep shut their laptop and said, "We can still win this. Let's rally, work together, fix it fast, and show them what we're made of." It wasn't polished, it wasn't some locker room speech, but it shifted the energy. Suddenly, the project manager is mapping out the fix, the team is sprinting together, and every little update feels like part of a comeback. By the next week, not only was the mistake fixed, the client was blown away by how united we showed up. They went from angry to impressed because they didn't see chaos inside our walls. They saw a team that refused to turn on each other. And here's the thing, it wasn't one giant moment that turned it around. It was a string of small ones, teammates calling out each other's assists, recognizing every step forward. That's what brought the momentum back.
That's such a real one, Amani. What strikes me is people always think you need this big rah-rah speech from management to turn things around, or maybe some shiny Employee of the Year plaque that ends up collecting dust in a cubicle. But in moments like the one you just told, it's never the grand gesture. It's the small, visible wins, noticed right away, that actually flip the energy. Science backs it too. Harvard researchers Teresa Amabile and Stephen Crane call it the progress principle. Those tiny steps forward, recognized in the moment, are what really keep people fired up.
Yeah, and you don't need a C-suite title or a giant meeting. I can vouch for that from the field. Jake, you were telling me about your landscaping crew, right? Didn't you have a 60-second win huddle ritual going?
Yeah, man. End of a long, sweaty shift, we'd circle up at the truck, just quick. Name one thing that went right and who helped make it happen. Let me tell you, when Tyshawn called out Nat for spotting a buried pipe, or Kate for keeping everybody in good spirits, next day energy just spiked. I mean, our productivity shot up like, probably 20%? Everybody came back ready to crush it, not just crawl through the motions.
And it's not different from sports. Watch any great team, hockey, volleyball, NBA. One person scores, but everybody's celebrating the screen, the pass, the block that set it up. Nobody tracks just the points. Assists are on the stat sheet. At work, our rituals are how we track the assists that don't show up on the scoreboard. That's team momentum, not individual hype.
Yeah, because those assists, they're often invisible until you call them out. Even in consulting, when you actually recognize the billing coordinator or IT person who made something possible, it's like a voltage jump for the whole crew. Shared wins become visible fuel for tomorrow's effort. You can feel the vibe shift right away.
So, think about it. Don't just cheer the home run or the big sale. Point out who handed you the bat, who taped your ankle, who set the meeting up. The more you notice the plays that build the win, the less heavy things feel for everybody. It's bottom-up energy, not top-down orders.
Let's hit people with some quick fire habits you can use literally tomorrow. No budget, no manager sign-off, nothing fancy, all role neutral. My favorite, score the assist. Let's jump into some examples.
All right, let's act out score the assist. So I'm working a shift. Amani, play this with me. Server. Heads up, that new plating saved me 30 seconds a table. Assist to Alex for drawing that up. Good looking out.
Cook jumps in. Appreciate it. Tagging Maya. She stress-tested it on Saturday Crunch.
And then the manager's on the sideline, not leading, just taking it in, right? Noted. 30 seconds saved. Love it. That's our new process. Great team effort. And suddenly it's contagious.
Here's another. When you close out a ticket or file, grab a screenshot or before and after photo, drop it into the team chat, and tag whoever helped. Proof beats puff. Not just, hey, I did it, but here's what moved thanks to Lee and Dana. Visual progress feeds energy, not just talk.
Or drop a micro thanks DM across to someone outside your everyday lane, like your heads up call saved me a headache this morning. Feels tiny, but you're building gratitude loops. Catch 5 by Friday, 5 micro thanks by week's end. See whose face lights up.
Want another? End every day by naming one way someone else made your life easier. Doesn't matter what your title is. Good looking out today, Frankie, on answering the phone when I was with a customer.
When someone says, "Come on, this is cheesy," just remember, NBA players high-five more than 100 times a game. How many high-fives do you give per day? Turns out the cheesy stuff is literally what builds dynasties. Momentum lives in the micro moves, not the Employee of the Month plaque.
Nobody remembers the annual award, but everyone remembers who had their back today. Listeners, let's turn this stuff real. Starting tomorrow, screenshot a progress moment, call out the little extras, and post it where your team will see. Don't be shy. Try a good looking out in the wild. Makes more difference than you think.
Let's put it to the test. If anyone calls it silly, ask them if they like winning. Because in sports and at work, peer-to-peer communication equals championships. Prove it to your crew, not your boss. Energy's contagious. Spread it on purpose.
All right, so how do you make all this actually stick? Not just for one meeting, but every shift, every role, every crew. Top 10 fast moves right here. 1. Name the assist. 2. Tag 2 helpers anytime you post a win. 3. Fire off a micro thanks to anyone outside your direct line. 4. Show visible progress, not just talk, screenshots before and afters. 5. Pass the mic in meetings. 6. Do a quick win huddle. 7. Celebrate tiny wins. 8. Share your tips and tricks. 9. Be the assist leader. 10. End the day naming who made it easier for you. These are universal, can't get much more practical, and anyone can do it. I'm not talking managers here.
And quick coaching moment. What if someone rolls their eyes and says, this is just too much? Science is on your side. Peer shoutouts, even 10-20 seconds, increase output and teamwork. The teams who adopt these rituals, like NBA squads, see the performance spike in weeks, not years. If you want the culture to change, start with tiny, sticky practices, peer-to-peer praise, visible proof, and micro thanks. It's ritual, not rules, that tip the system. When people repeat these moves, momentum gets built from the ground up.
I've seen it too. At my last job on the field crew, we started an assist leaderboard. Skeptic crowd, bunch of folks not about to make a fuss. But 2 weeks in, shoutouts were normal. Win huddle, suddenly everyone wanted to be part of it. It was like stat keeping for who set up the play, not just who scored. Blockers got broken through faster, performance jumped, and no manager needed to chase it. Crew owned the vibe.
Momentum is self-made. Managers can't enforce energy. It comes from the bottom-up signals everyone repeats, daily. Like we talked about a couple episodes back, little rituals, layered over time, are how big cultures form without ever needing a rulebook. And if you mess up, try again tomorrow. Consistency beats size every time.
So here's your challenge, listeners. Do the action items we talked about. Screenshot your progress, tag at least 2 folks who helped, post your favorite micro thanks, and let us know what's catching on with your crew. These moves create the real change, not meetings, not slogans, not the boss's memo. They're your culture, built on micro actions, tested daily.
You want instant momentum? Do the action items, do what you just learned. Don't sleep on it. Do it today, do it again tomorrow, and that's how you become the best crew in the business.
Our platform's here to help you stay accountable. Momentum is earned, not given. Drop your stories in the comments, ask for help, celebrate somebody else's assist, steal a move, give one back. We want to see you grow, not next year, but starting right now. Make it real.
And if you're wondering where to start, just pick something tiny. 5-second thanks, before and after photo, a good looking out in your next meeting. These aren't just nice ideas. They're how you build a team that wins, together, from the ground up. We want you to be the best version of your crew. Let's see what you got.
All right, that's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget, culture is a daily habit, not a slogan. Action beats intention. So let's get out there and show off those shared wins.
Love where we took this today. Until next time, everyone, let your gratitude out loud and watch what happens.
You've been listening to From Me to We. Remember, every great team starts with one brave choice.